What's good, my fellow Pal Tamers? In this video, there's going to be so many tips, secrets, and things that you need to know. It's kind of crazy. Let's get straight into it. We're going to start with the infamous placing 2 crude oil extractors in the same node. It's kind of easy, but hey, let's get into it. So at my coordinates right here, this is negative 584, 244. I want you to look at these rocks right here. This is going to be the heart rock. Just pretend this is a heart shape like that. So boom, and it comes up, ooh, and it comes back, bang. That's the heart rock facing the northwest direction. And this is going to be the arrow rock. This is facing in the southwest direction. All right. So you want to place your extractor on the southwest direction arrow rock. Place it as far this way as humanly possible. Just trust me on this. We go to the extractor, we pull that bad boy out, we face this direction, and we wait until this bad boy is able to lay down. Now you want to get it as far over on that side as humanly possible. So right about there, I would say this is a good sweet spot. Then you want to back straight up. Back away until you can no longer back up from it no more. And then there you go. You see how easy that was? It just instantly pops down the second one for you. The fastest tutorial on the internet. Boom. Now, just so we can lock those in, let me call out Splatterina so they can do the thingy thing. Girls, they're also a part of this video. They're going to have a secret to share with you because boy, did I find some stuff out about their partner skill. But before we get there, let them go ahead and finish that, and we'll get to this next one right over here. Once again, we're looking for the heart rock and the arrow rock. All right. Once you find your arrow rock, you want to place your extractor facing that direction, and then you want to back straight up. So before they start going crazy chopping down wood, no wood for you. No, stop. They good? All right, they're good. Now, they still got to it. That was fast as hell. Anyways, so there's our heart. Go ahead and hit the heart. Boom. Come over this side. That's a beautiful heart. And that's the arrow. So facing the arrow, we go ahead and we drop down an extractor. Get as close. We go. You start from the center and then just back away. Start in the center and just back away. Back away. I say that's a good spot. That's kind of good right there. But I'll adjust it a little bit. Just a little bit. We can get a little bit fresh with it. I'd say right about hither. And then I'm gonna back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. The game didn't like this one. It's not liking my placement. So fix it. That is gonna be great. You're the one. And then I'm gonna back away from you. And you're gonna be the one that the people want to see, aren't you? No, it's not you either. Oh, you want to be fresh today. You want to play with my emotions. You think this is funny? Is this funny to you? Oh, do you see those frames? The frames are dropping. Are you trying to fight me, bro? I'm not in the mood. You will catch the hands. Don't do it. Look, I'm telling you right now, you will catch the coldest smoke of 2025. Good job. Good job. Good job. You did the right thing. Proud of you. All right, we're going to try this again. So that looks good. And then I'm going to back up from there. You don't want it. Are you doing this? Are you really doing this? All right, so this is going to go into another tip that I wasn't ready to go into, but I guess I might as well since we have somebody who really wants it. The plasma cannon, which is a level 60 best weapon in the game. This thing is an all-in-one. Number one, it destroys your enemies. So things like this just get murked. Number two, you can take this bad boy over to like a tree and you say, said tree, I don't like you. I want you gone. Boom. It's gone instantly. And you still get all of your drops. So you can go ahead and grab all of that tree just like that. It's the fastest way to mine things in the game. Now we're also going to use this to go grab some mushrooms in the mushroom island over there in the southern, like the southwestern part of Sakurajima Island, but we'll get to that in just a second. Back to what I was doing. You kind of messed up my alignment. Oh, I didn't have any more circuit boards. That's what was happening. Why didn't you guys tell me? Dang, bruh. You could have told me. I thought something was wrong. Anyways, we'll leave that there. All right, now that we cleared out the locals, let me just see. Let me see if I was really flexing for real. Was I on one? Did I have it? I did. That's how crazy it was. It was all, I didn't have enough material. That's wild. So once again, make sure you look for your diamond and your heart and then just back straight up from that, and you'll be absolutely good to go every single time. Now, there are a couple of places in this game that will not allow you to do this. For example, this spot right here, the 2 oil nodes are too close together, so it's just out of the question. Very unfortunate, but any place that doesn't have them too close together, you should be able to align them just perfectly so you can get 2 on the same node. Let's go ahead and get into the next tip. So once again, the guild chest is going to be your best friend. Throw in your ingredients in your foods and you are going to be set for life. Everything in here will never expire, and it's just a great place to have everything, especially your mysterious mushrooms and your regular mushrooms for all your medicinal needs. Now, speaking of mushroom, we're going to go ahead and take our handy dandy plasma cannon, one of the most powerful weapons in the game, and we're going to take this over to the mushroom island. Before those girls start hitting wood again, wait ladies, no, and gents, no, we're not doing that. So I'm gonna fly over to the mushroom island area. 1 second. In the Sakurajima area, there is the mushroom wetlands. This is one of the best places in the world. Go ahead and grab yourself your plasma cannon, and then boom, take all of the vegetation in the world. Vegetation, things, mushroom, just take the mushrooms. You're gonna need the mysterious mushrooms, the regular mushrooms. Why? Because these things are for a great recipe in the game. It's gonna deal with sanity. If you're trying to do anything with like legendary spheres or the coin assembly line, then you're definitely gonna want as many mushrooms as humanly possible to make that really amazing meal that's gonna have your base pretty much good on shrooms. that's the quick way to put it. So in this area as well is going to be a very important person, and it's going to be this guy right here. Look at him. Don't run from me. Here, I'm not going to kill you because I don't have my ring on and you would have died. But while he's doing his thing getting caught, that is Shroomer. Shroomer is an amazing pal. They are not amazing pals. They are annoying, and I would kill them, but I don't have the time. At the mushroom wetlands, you're going to have these guys. This is Shroomer, an amazing pal. It has a pretty amazing partner skill called Swishy Spores. It's currently level 1 on this guy, but I have another one that's already at level 5. While at the base, it mysteriously spreads its spores at a rate where sanity values will not decrease as quickly. Basically, when you have this guy at your bases, it's going to stop the sanity from decreasing extremely fast, especially when you're using things like the gold assembly line and stuff like that. Sanity can go crazy real quickly. So go ahead, throw yourself on a ring of mercy or get mercy hit and snipe these guys out of the sky, throw some curves at them and catch them. Get as many of them as humanly possible so that you can get your ultimate shroomer party and get your shrooms going at your base as soon as possible. Bang, bang, boom, boom. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and get to the next tip. For our next tip, it's all about the towers. Now, this one I didn't even really know about until I was like, hey, I want to clear out the towers so I can get rid of that message in the top right-hand corner of my screen. I did that, and as I was clearing out the towers, I came up and I looked, and it said, hey, you can have a regular boss battle or you can go into the hard mode. So I did my first hard mode, and they have like ads, and it's a little bit of a more active fight. It's pretty cool. I do enjoy these hard modes. But once you defeat the hard mode of these bosses, a couple of things unlock for you that are going to be key to getting into the real end game of Palworld. So if you beat this hard mode here at the Moonflower Tower, you're going to get her helm or her haircut, which is really awesome. But not only that, if you go over to the expedition station, well, there's going to be a whole brand new thing that's going to unlock for you. And that is where our next tip comes into play. So jumping straight into our next tip is going to be the unlocked expedition station. So this is kind of crazy. I did not know, but once I started to defeat those hard modes, I came back here and everything unlocked. This is kind of cool because you'll be able to send your pals out on these dispatch expeditions and they can get some pretty nice rewards while you're AFK. So the brand new hard mode for each of the towers will unlock these brand new harder dungeons. They're not that bad. You can receive pal souls from this, technical manuals, ammo, any type of material you need for your bases, all the spheres in the game. It's amazing. For example, if I want to go ahead and send my pals off on this, I have a full guide about this right here on the channel, so if you want to click that link in the description below and learn some more, you can. But the short version, this is the menu. You have firepower, you have a type that needs to go on this expedition, and then you have a duration of time. I'll go ahead and auto assign. As you can see, it's only going to take me 20 minutes to go ahead and send my guys out there. They're going to go to this dungeon, do their thing. I have a 100% chance to get all the rewards from this dungeon, and I have a firepower of about 1 million. You can get that firepower. I've heard people in my comment section say they have it all the way at 4 million, even 5 million. All you have to do to get the firepower up is you get your pals to the highest level, which is level 60. You max out their attack, which will raise their firepower, and you go ahead and you condense them to make them even more powerful. So they have to become 4 stars. And then they're going to look like this. This Bastigor here is a 4-star, completely maxed out. 60 plus pal souls have been slammed into this guy, and he has a firepower of 132,000. It's really good. So go ahead and make yourself some amazing pals so you can send them off on these expeditions, and you can get some really, really nice rewards while you're AFK. Let me go ahead and make it daytime real quick. Now, like I was saying before, you not only unlock the brand new expeditions, but you also unlock every single new hairstyle in the game. So you have the Zoe hat, you have Marcus's hat, Lily's. I have 2 Lily hats apparently. I don't know how the hell that happened. We have Axel's hat, Saya's hat, and we have Victor's hat. And last but not least, we have my favorite hat, which is, I think it's Bjorn's hat. But yeah, this whole, the fit is solid. Let's go. Just before we get into our next tip, I want to warn you about this expedition station. When you have your pals queued up for this, they are not allowed to do anything else for your base. So just be aware of that. If you see that little mark that looks like a cave on the bottom right corner of their circle, that means they are queued for the dispatch and they haven't come back yet. Until they come back, they're not going to be available. So just keep that in mind when you're planning your expeditions in the game. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this because I don't need to run one right now, and we'll get over to the next tip. Okay, then let's go ahead and talk about the next tip. That is going to be Splatterina. They stack. It took me a whole bunch of tests and a whole lot of time to get this figured out. I have a full-blown challenge, 2 of them to be exact, about this entire subject. So if you want to see it for yourself, you can go ahead and check that out. But this right here is Splatterina. Her partner skill is kind of broken. Blade of Uncontrolled Passion. Once you get to level 5, you have a chance when using the meat cleaver to obtain more drops. So go into your world settings, go ahead and crank that up a bit, and then pull out your cleaver. With that being said, today's subject is going to be mid-mod. There's another thing I want to talk about, and this tip was actually told to me from my comment section. I really appreciate you guys. Different pals have different drops that are guaranteed once they're a certain level. So mid-mod, for example, if you kill him at level 1, you're not really going to get a chance at the best drops. If you take out a mid-mod after level 20, you have a guaranteed chance to get XL manuals. So make sure that you're leveling these things up before you take them out so you can get the most out of it. With that being said, I went ahead and got a whole bunch of mid-mods to level 52 for my testing, and I chopped them up. Well, if you have a full set of Splatterinas in your party that all are at level 5, they will raise the chance, because they stack, they will raise the chance of you getting more items when you cleave a pal. With that being said, we'll switch over to mid-mod. Rip, little buddy, don't run. Yeet. Go ahead and give him 2 good chops. Don't look at me like that. And there you go. 4 training manuals, 16,000 gold, just that easy. We'll go ahead and take these other 2 out. Come here, little guy. I'm sorry. Oh, yep, we're not going to watch. Okay. Oh, man, I hate doing this. 4 XL manuals, and we got a low roll that time, 12,000. And then for this one, I'll go ahead and put away Splatterina so you can see. She still has a chance, but it might not be as high. Let's go ahead and find out how much she gets. Yeet. Yeah. Can you get it? Can you give it to me? She only gave me 3. So she gave me a decent roll of 13,000, which is pretty much base. And she gave me 3 XLs. So when you're using the meat cleaver, make sure you have a full set of Splatterinas in your party before cleaving the pal. A couple of things to note: she has to be in your party for it to work. She cannot be in the cage. Another thing, and this is very important for all pals in the game, if we come over to the Palpedia, we need to talk about this partner skill. There's levels to this. So each partner skill has some type of condition that needs to be met in order for it to work, most of the time. For example, Daydream. While in the team, he appears next to the player, follows up with the player's attacks with magic bullets. While in the team is the key word. So as long as Daydream is in your team, its partner skill is going to be activated and it's going to do its thing. All right, guys, before we move on, there's a little bit of a community challenge that I want to throw at you guys. So for different pals, there's a certain condition that needs to be met for their partner skill to activate. For example, you'll have while in the team, while at the base, while fighting with you. Those are different conditions that you need to look out for. Ribbuny here has 2 under her partner skill. While in the team, it increases the attack power for neutral pals. And her secondary one that she can also do for you is while at the base, increases work efficiency if working at a weapon bench. So if you get this partner skill up to a very high level, and then you have a bunch of little Ribbunys at your base, they will be able to increase the work efficiency at weapon benches. Now, this is a little bit of a community challenge that I want to throw at you guys. I'm wondering, if you put them inside of the viewing cage, will that activate? I've been trying to do this myself, but I am on console. I won't be able to really see the difference like somebody else can on PC. So if any of my PC players out there could go ahead, confirm that, let us know down in the comment section below. As a community, we will greatly be appreciative to you. Let us know if that's a thing or not, or if I'm just like stretching. I think it might be a reach, but I think it may work just like that. Other pals like Splatterina, that won't work. She has to be in your possession. So I tried to do it with Splatterina and I thought it worked at one point, but when I was testing, I couldn't replicate what happened. So that just means I got a god roll at some point. But there's a bunch of pals like that fall under that condition. For example, Shroomer is another pal that while at the base. Ribbuny is a pal while at the base. Prunelia is a pal. This pal right here, Prunelia, if he is at your base, he will basically do Prunelia's prayer, blesses the crops, increasing their harvest. There's some really amazing pals out there that have these types of partner skills. So go ahead, take a quick look and make sure you're not missing out on some of these amazing skills. So over here at the money farm, you have a lot of different ways to make extreme amounts of money in this game. For example, you can get one of these, the coin dispenser, the coin assembly line, but this drains a hell of a lot of sanity extremely quickly. You're gonna need the best beds, you're gonna need these hot springs here, and you're gonna need a really, really good food. One of the best foods in the game is gonna be all the way at the back, all the way at the bottom, mushroom quiche. So having this will make sure that the sanity doesn't decrease as quickly for a period of time. And of course, you're going to need a powerful shroomer with a very high partner skill to get the shrooms around and keep people pretty much good. Another thing that might be very helpful besides these washed out textures is going to be this right here, the alpha wave generator. 2 of these are allowed to be at the base. That will help with sanity, so go ahead and slap those down. Just before we get up out of here, I'm gonna go over a couple of more tips that I use in my game that could be helpful to you. First things first, the homing module. This sphere module is one of the best in the game. You will unlock it on your tech tree at level 57 right here. It's pretty expensive. You will need ancient civilization cores for this, so you're gonna have to hit the oil rig or use the expedition station. But yeah, you're definitely gonna have to stack up on those ancient cores so that you can get this module done. But once you have it, you're good to go. It has a decent capture power already locked in, and it's just one of my favorite things in the game. Make sure you lock down a mid-mog with Philanthropist, a male and a female with Philanthropist, throwing them inside of a breeder and having them constantly kick out XL manuals for you is going to get all your pals to max level extremely quickly. I have been accidentally stacking up on these because I was farming a bunch of the mid-mogs for my videos for you guys. But yeah, these things are definitely going to come in handy, especially if you need to get those quick levels for all of your pals as fast as humanly possible in the end game. Shopping is key. So getting yourself these merchants and using the merchants instead of actually going into some of the crops in certain circumstances may be better. For example, if you need palladium on the go right now, I would just go over to a merchant and buy a lot of it. This guy has electric stuffs, and this guy over here, the wandering merchant, is going to have the palladium and other things that you may be needing for your base. Buy a bunch of it so that you don't have to go out and farm it. Save yourself some time, especially if you got yourself a couple of those coin farms or legendary sphere farms. Yeah, you're going to stack on money anyway, so you might as well be using it on something. This is a perfect place to spend it. Getting yourself a bunch of high quality pal oil right on the go and getting up all of your polymer plus your circuit boards, you'll be set for life. And last but not least, something that's really obvious but very easy to forget about, this right here, the monitoring station. Work preferences. You can go in here and turn all kinds of things off for your pals, and it also gives you information on who is nocturnal at your base. This information can be so helpful in the long run, especially if you don't know what's going on at what given time. So I would definitely suggest that you take a look at this from time to time to make sure that you don't have pals doing things you don't want them to, like transporting for no reason. You can stop them from doing it. No matter what the task is, you can come up in here, fix it up for all of your pals, and get your bases working and running right the way you want them. But that's going to be all the tips and tricks I got for you in this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, go ahead and smash the like button for me and sub so that you don't miss out on any more tips, tricks, guides, and everything else you need for Palworld and your favorite games. This is your boy MSensei. For now though, I'ma slide up out of here.